video will help you get ready to set up your web page for your geometric transformation project. This project will replace your test grade for the unit. What you are going to be doing is creating a web page showcasing your understanding of each one of the transformations. Your constructions for this unit will be done in GeoGebra rather than with a compass and a straight edge, and you're going to have very specific instructions for completing each of those. Your final corrected GeoGebra pages will be included on the web page as well. Each one of the translations will have a note page. The notes pages should be a narrative explanation showing your personal understanding of the transformation. While you can refer to your GeoGebra examples to help clarify your explanation, that is not a substitute for the words that you use. Your narrative should not be copied from my notes, the internet, your textbook, or any other source. You should be showing your personal understanding of the translations, rotations, reflections, dilations, and tessellations. As we go through this unit, the smart thing to do would be each day to try to keep up with that to a degree. Keep in mind, this is a test grade, and you should be putting in forth the proper effort for that. Your GeoGebra examples are going to show your understanding and complement your narrative description. You're going to have detailed directions for each one, and you're going to receive construction grades for those pages, as well as transferring them to your final version of those onto your web page. It's important that you get your GeoGebra constructions done on time so your teacher can check those, show you where you need to improve on those before you put them into your final web page product. The submission of your web page is going to be done through Google Sites. Please don't decide to use a different option. This is the way that you're being asked to do this. To turn in your web page, you're going to send your teacher an email stating that it's ready to be graded. Without that email, we don't know when to look at it. Since this is your test grade for the unit, you need to think about the depth of your explanation. Go further than you think you might need to show that you know it completely. Proper completion of the GeoGebra examples are also a big factor in your grade, as well as your adherence to all specifications noted in the project description. If you think you want to do something slightly different than the way it's described, I would definitely talk to your teacher first, because although you may think it would add to the project, it may end up costing you points in the long run. All web pages should be completed by 3:45 p.m. on Thursday, November 12th. And this means that you have to email your teacher to tell us that it's ready by then. Any student who has not emailed their teacher to verify completion at that point will have points deducted from their final test grade for the project. If you look in your test book, you've got a very detailed description as far as how many points you're going to have deducted by missing this deadline. If we don't get it until 8 o'clock the following morning, you lose 5 points. 3:45 the following day, you're going to lose a total of 10 points, etc. Pay close attention to this page. The pages that follow in your unit guide show you screenshots of what your website setup should go through. I'm going to kick over to the internet at this point and just walk through setting up my own site and talk you through it and see if that helps as well. On your website, go to your Google pages and select Sites. Once on the menu for your site, you're going to click on the red button that says Create. Here you can either use a blank template or look through the gallery for more. I would suggest using a blank template. That's what I'm going to do at this point. To name your site, please follow the naming conventions that we've given you on page 11 in your unit guide. You should call your site Transformations followed by your name. Once you have your title in, click the Create button at the top, and it will set up your site for you. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to change our home page to our table of contents. So you're going to click on the Edit page, and where it says Home, highlight that and just change it to Table of Contents. Hit enter, and it will fix that for you. I'm sorry, save, not enter. Next, let's set up our pages. Under our table of contents, we need to add the pages for each one of our transformations. So I'm going to click Create Page, and it's going to ask me to name my page. The first page should be Translations, so I'm going to name it as such. We're going to leave this as a web page, but we want to put this under the table of contents, so we're going to click that before we hit Create. Notice that it's put this under the table of contents. Continue creating all of the pages for your website. They're shown on page 11 in your unit guide. Make sure you click back to table of contents so that you're creating the pages under your table of contents, not under your translation page. If you want them to stay in the proper order, you will need to add page numbers so that they don't automatically alphabetize. Great. Now you've got all your pages set up, and it's time to link them so that they are under the table of contents so that we can just click on them and be taken directly to that page. On your table of contents page, click to edit your page. What we want to do is add our table of contents here and link it to the pages on the right. So we're going to add the word translations, and then we're going to highlight it, and we're going to tell this we want to insert a link. To get to the proper link, we're going to expand your table of contents and simply click on translations. Once you've created that link, you can click OK, and then it should be properly hyperlinked. Continue this for each one of your pages. Okay, now our page is set up the way we want it. Let's worry about how to add information. Click on your translation page. Once you're taken to that page, all you need to do is click on Edit. You'll get a box here, and you can add interesting information and important information about translations. Be sure to look on page 13 in your unit guide, as each page has specific information and it's reminding you to include. Once you've added the information, all you need to do is click Save here, and wherever you are from your table of contents, you can click on your translations and it will have that information there for you. As you go on to each new transformation, you should be adding the information into your web page. Each page will also have GeoGebra constructions added to it. Once you've finished your GeoGebra construction and had it checked by your teacher so that you have a grade of 100, it's ready to be added to your web page. To do this, again, we're going to go to Edit, and this is going to allow us to insert an image. Once this pops up, you're going to select Upload Images, and you're going to search through your files and find where you've saved this, and click on that file. That will add the GeoGebra picture to your web page. Always make sure to click OK and then save when you're finished so that everything will stay the way you want it to. The only one that will be a little bit different is your tessellation. To do this, you're going to need to scan in your completed tessellation drawing. Then you can add that as an image the same way you add your GeoGebra images. If you don't have access to a scanner, make arrangements with your teacher so that you can have your drawing scanned in when you turn it in for your construction grade. Please realize that your teacher cannot immediately scan and send that to you since we don't have the scanner in the classroom. Always make sure to give your teacher enough time to get that back to you so that you can have it properly added into your web page. I hope this has helped you figure out how to set up your web page. If you have questions, feel free to ask your teacher.